guys, it's Lisette here. I first want to say that I finally just got my iPhone 10 and I love it. I'm in love. In today's video, we are going to be diving deep into the topic of female hygiene. Being a girl is really hard. We got a lot of stuff to go through. We got a lot of stuff to worry about, and I'm here to help you, give you guys some tips, 10 tips on female hygiene that you need to know just so that I can make your life a little bit easier, so that you can know this information and so we can all be smelling fresh. I'm just gonna say this now before I even start this video. As a female, you're gonna have a smell. Everybody has a natural smell. That's just the way it is. You cannot make your cookies smell like flowers. It's just not gonna happen. Like, you can't just make it smell like flowers. You can't make it smell like fruits. It's just not gonna happen. Like, everybody has a natural smell. So when you start smelling like a little funky and things are just out of the norm, that's when there's a problem. But if you're just concerned because you have maybe like a slight smell to you, that's something that's totally normal. My first tip has to deal with ingrowns, and this is something that I went through and something that I learned from, and trust me, it's not pretty and it's so annoying. Every single time I shaved, I would get ingrowns. Every single time. I figured out what the problem is and I don't get any more ingrowns anymore, but it was just something that I struggled with and I had no idea what was causing it. Back in the day, every single day, I used to just wear skinny jeans, like very, very tight skinny jeans. So like the ones that kind of just suck you in. So I'm wearing these super, super tight skinny jeans, and basically you shave and the hair is like trying to grow out, but there's so much pressure from the jeans, from the underwear. So if you're noticing that you're getting a lot of ingrowns, I would definitely recommend to maybe switch up your jeans. If you were like me and used to be obsessed with skinny jeans, super, super tight clothes, super tight underwear, then you might want to either get some looser jeans, don't get them super tight, or just don't wear them so often. You want to keep the downstairs area dry. So what I mean by that is, like, if you go to the gym or if you're a swimmer, you don't want to keep those items of clothing on, like the wet underwear from the sweat from sweating at the gym or staying in your bikini. When you leave it wet like that for an extended period of time, it just makes you prone to infections and it's just not good. So it's just a really good idea to just keep it dry. Change the underwear quick, take a shower, you know, get out of the bathing suit as soon as possible. Don't just sit in it and wait in it. You just don't want to stay in wet clothes. So speaking of underwear, this is really important. Cotton underwear is your best friend. So this is a pair of underwear that I just bought and it's a thong, but I didn't realize that it's this silky material. Basically, this silk just doesn't allow you to breathe. So for example, like in comparison, this pair is a lot more open. It's lace. It has like these holes, you know, like so air can get in. It also has this cotton piece inside. You want to avoid underwear like this where it's silky and it's kind of like, you know, if it gets wet, it won't dry. You want to get underwear that's more like this, the cotton type. The more breathable that your underwear is, the better. It's better with smell. It's easier to keep it dry. It's just better for everything. Just trust me. Cotton underwear is the way to go. And don't get me wrong, like I'll probably still wear these, but I won't wear this type of underwear every single day. Like this will be something that's like once a week, you know, if that. I mentioned this one in my other beauty tips, but this one's really important. Your body needs to breathe. The cookies gotta breathe. At night, try sleeping with no underwear. A lot of you guys in my last video when I said this was like, what, sleeping with no underwear? Like, oh my gosh, like I could never do that. It's really good for your confidence. It boosts up your confidence, it really does. And it just makes it breathe. It makes it, you know, get some air to it. It's like if you're constantly just wrapping something up and you're constantly just keeping it away, there's no air, there's no freshness, there's no breeze, there's no nothing. There's been studies on this and everything. Try it. Go to sleep with no underwear. You don't have to just go to sleep completely naked. If you don't feel comfortable, you can wear like an oversized t-shirt. You could wear some cute little shorts to go to sleep and just don't wear any underwear, but I'm telling you, it's something that definitely helps. In order to help with smell, to help avoid yeast infections, avoid any sort of other infection, it's really good for you to take a daily probiotic. You can get probiotics in food. I'm not really the best person to ask about this because I'm not a nutritionist, but I know that you can get probiotics from certain foods, but you can also take a probiotic supplement each day. I've had a doctor tell me that I think it was the more billion good bacteria in the probiotic, the better. This product is kind of like vitamins. Like, they don't claim to cure anything, treat anything, but it can aid in certain things. There's good bacteria and there's bad bacteria, so this gives you the good bacteria and it helps to just balance everything out. I've had people tell me that taking a probiotic has helped them with their smell, it's helped them with discharge, and it's helped them to not really get infections. So this is something that I've recently been getting into, and this is just the one that I use, but there's different other brands. They're really teeny tiny capsules. They're really, really small. So you just take one a day. It comes with 30, and yeah. You can use feminine wipes, but you don't want to use anything inside. So you can use things on the outside, but you don't want to use something on the inside, which can give you an infection, because a lot of these feminine wipes, if they're like not unscented or if they're not sensitive, they have perfumes in it, and that can give you an infection. A good alternative is good old baby wipes. These are Pampers, and I keep these in my bathroom always. I always have baby wipes just because you just want to stay clean and fresh, and sometimes toilet paper just doesn't cut it. It just doesn't cut it, and you need the heavy duty Pampers. But I also really like just small feminine wipes that you can bring in your purse, because sometimes during the day you just need like a little quick 1, 2, 3 just to give yourself a little pick-me-up, but definitely not anything inside. Like, especially with soaps too, you don't want to put anything inside. So the saying goes, you are what you eat, but I'm gonna tweak it to you smell what you eat. So basically, they say that eating sweet fruits like pineapples and things like that can help make your odor smell better or make things just more appealing. If you're gonna get with someone, then you should be eating pineapple like a few hours before. So, I mean, I personally haven't tested that theory out, but I mean, it's worth a shot. What you're putting in your body is being reflected in everything else. When you drink water, or personally for me, when I drink water and I drink nothing but water all day, I just feel like my body is just much cleaner. Skin, nails, hair looks better, pee doesn't stink. Like, everything is just so much better when you drink water. So naturally, things like your vagina will also be affected by what you're eating, what you're putting in your body, whether that's soda, coffee, water, all of it has an effect on your entire body. You go about your day, you're touching your phone, you're touching all these things, you're touching, you know, door handles, and then you use the bathroom, right? It's a good idea to use some hand sanitizer really quick, wash your hands really quick before you use the bathroom, and then after, because you have all this bacteria on your hands that isn't clean. Potentially putting that into your body, putting that like near that area is just not a good idea, especially if you're a girl that's prone to infections. You might have to take that extra step, wash your hands really quick, get some hand sanitizer, just put it in your hands really fast, then use the restroom so that you're able to make sure that you're being clean. Birth control can be really beneficial for a bunch of reasons, but birth control also can have negative effects, and it can also make downstairs very, very dry. It's really important to talk to your doctor and get on the right pill, because certain pills can make you super dry. Your body has a natural level of estrogen. So when you get on the pill, you're giving it to yourself every day. So your body isn't really producing estrogen, and it's relying on the pill. It can make you dry, it can make you prone to infections, it can make things irritated, uncomfortable, and that's just not good. So it's really good for you to be able to talk to your doctor, see what pill's right for you. And last but not least, speaking of dry cookies, there is actually vaginal moisturizers that you can buy. So it's literally something that you would insert like a gel, and it moisturizes everything, keeps it moisturized. This is for people that have like chronically dry, or maybe you have like discomfort during sex. You can use this moisturizer to help just lubricate everything so that you don't feel like uncomfortable and things are itchy, and so that it's just overall healthy. So you just use this to moisturize everything and make sure that everything is balanced. You have to make sure that this is like a normal brand and not a brand that has like perfume in it or anything, because if you're putting perfume up there, that's just gonna be the worst thing. Like, you're gonna be at the doctor's, because that's how you get an infection. I also just want to end this video by letting you know that if there is a distinct smell, if your discharge ever starts changing colors, if things ever get clumpy, if things ever get really weird, if things are bleeding when they're not supposed to be, that's when you need to go to the doctor. That's when you need to get checked. And also when you're 21, that's when you get your first pap smear. So you get a pap smear, you get it every 3 years. So it's not like every year. They check you for cervical cancer and things like that. So it's really important to make sure that you get that done. Of course, if you like this video, then please make sure to give me a thumbs up. Also make sure to click the bell to be notified when I post new videos. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!